Honest means is my voice level clear? Honest means could you please confirm? Is my voice clear? Okay, done guys. So in the last class, we are discussing about the encoding part, and we already covered the two types of encoding. What are the two types of encoding means? One is nominal encoding, which is called as dummy encoding, and the second one is called as ordinal encoding. So two types of encoding we have covered in the previous class. Now in today's class, we are going to try to cover the remaining two types of encoding. The next type of encoding is called as label encoding. Now what is meant by label encoding means alphabetical order encoding. Means, for example, if you take this one, okay, what are the data set I'm having here? That is city. In this city, okay, if I apply instead of this one hot encoding or anything, if I apply for this one, the label encoding, if I do the label encoding for this particular data, what are this data is there for this particular data, if I apply the label encoding, just it is going to give me uh, uh, అదే okay. So here we are having the data like this. What is the data? Just give me a minute, guys. Sorry. Oh yeah. So this is the data where we are going to do the label encoding. Okay. Now let's take an example of label encoding. Now, what are the label encoding we are going to do? For this label encoding, first I'm going to consider the data like this. This is my data. What is the data I'm going to consider means city. City is the data. I'm going to take the column name called as city, which we have done for the dummy encoding. The same data I'm just considering for label encoding here. Now, first I'm going to take the data set where I'm having the some city Hyderabad, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. First, what we have to observe? Unique values. What are the unique values? Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Chennai. Total, how many unique values are there? Four unique values are there. It is less number of records or more number of records. I mean, more number of categories means it is less number of categories. Since we are having the less number of categories, we are going to do the nominal encoding. As already I told you, nominal or ordinal. When you are having the more number of categories, for example, let's take an example like this. I'll show you with one real-time example so that you'll get some clarity on that. In which case we have to go with the label encoding or something. So here we are having some data set, something like this. Okay. Now here we are having the some data. This is the data set. Where in this data set total we are having that 10,000 records are available. Okay, here we are having the data something like this, where we are having the approximately 10,000 records are there. This is the sales data set basically. And in this data set, we are having the total of 10,000 records and we are having the different column names. In these column names, what are the column names we are having? In these column names, first we are going to observe the unique values. How to observe the unique values means once you click on this, for example, segment, once I click on this, here it is going to show you the all the unique values. So what are the unique values means consumer, corporate, home office. Only three will be there. In the entire column, the unique values will be either consumer, home office, or corporate, something. So here we are having the 3 unique values in this. Now, if you consider the country, in the country, how many unique values are there, miss? Only one unique value, which is called as United States. Not a problem. Now, if you take the city, can you see here the city names? Can you see all the city names of different US? Now, city names are more number of categories are there or less number of categories are there? Miss, more number of categories are there. Now, in this case, generally, if I observe what is the difference between one city to another city, means there will be no difference. If I do the encoding, what type of encoding I have to apply? If the previous case, like a nominal encoding or ordinal encoding, means basically it belongs to nominal variable because they are names. Every name comes under nominal. City name, country name, state name, a region name, person name. Okay. Anything, movie name, what are the name? Every name comes under nominal only. Now, what are the city names are there? For these city names, approximately, let us assume 40 categories are there. 40 city names are there. Approximately 40 city names are there. Now, for 40 city names, if I do the dummy encoding by considering the nominal variable, if I do the dummy encoding, what happens? It is going to create the 40 new columns. Additional columns will be created. At the same time, if I consider the ordinal encoding means I have to give the city to city, which city is the more popular, which city is less popular, something. But here, just their names only now. So again, if you consider here states also, you are having the different states of America. Okay, various states are available. Now here, what are the states? All the unique values, if I consider what are the unique values are there, if I consider each and every unique value, multiple unique values will be there. So for these multiple unique values, which one will be the best option means when you're having the more number of categories, if you do unnecessarily the nominal encoding, generally we have to do the nominal encoding here, which is called as dummy variables. But if I do the dummy variables, it creates the too many number of columns. The more the number of columns, the data becomes complex and the processing time increases. Processing time is applying the max on that will increase. So for that reason, they came with the better solution. What is the solution? Means label encoder. Now, what is meant by label encoder? Means in the given data, what are the data you have provided? In the given data, first it will calculate the unique values. What are the unique values here? Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore. So total 3 unique values are there. First keep them in the order. What is the order? Bangalore first, followed by Chennai, followed by Hyderabad. Now for Bangalore, it will be given as 0. For Chennai, it will be given as 1. Hyderabad, it will give as 2. Alphabetical order. Simple, it will follow the alphabetical order. Within the given categories, what are the number of categories are there? For each one category, it will give in the alphabetical order 0, 1, 2, like that. How many number of categories are there? That many. So here, from sklearn.preprocessing, I'm going to import the label encoder. That is the function name. Now, whatever you have imported from the sklearn, it has to be applied with the fit. So what is meant by fit? Fit means calculate. What is meant by calculate means calculating the number of unique values. What are the unique values? HYD, Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore. So these are the unique values. For these unique values, just I'm applying the encoder. What is the encoder I'm going to apply means? Which is called as label encoder. For the label encoder, what happens? Bangalore will be considered as 0. Hyderabad will be considered as 2. Chennai will be considered as 1. Alphabetical order. Just it is going to give the alphabetical order. So 2, 2, 1, 2, 0, 1. Why it is 2, 2 miss? Because here Hyderabad, Hyderabad. Followed by Chennai. Chennai is 1. Is that clear? Like that, if you are having the, for example, as I have shown you here, the small data, in this total, how many unique values are there? Miss approximately 40 cities are there. Approximately. I am not counting. Approximately 40 cities are there. 40 to 50 cities. Now 50 cities, if you do the nominal encoding, it will create the 50 new columns. Instead of creating, we are doing in this way. Label encoding. Now the single column only it will be there. Point is clear, everyone? Understood? So this is when we have to apply miss when you are having the more number of categories. For less number of categories, don't go with this logic. When you are having the more number of categories only, go with this logic. Point is clear? Second, that and at the same time, that is the drawback of the dummy variables also. Dummy variables plus point is equal weightage for the every category. Some numbers will not be given high values, some numbers will not be given low values. It is having one advantage. What is the advantage? Means every category will be given with the same level of value. Okay. Yes. Sir, by default, it is replacing the existing values, right? No, here I have written left side after doing the fit and transform. Left side I have written the where to store. Where I have used it to store means within the same column name. If I have created a new column, it will create the new column. If I give the same column name, it will replace into that particular column. Whatever you have written on the left side, the variable name on the left side. Is the point is clear? Done. Next, here I'm getting some kind of warnings. So in order to this kind of warnings, if you don't want to see miss, simply you can have the warnings. To ignore the warnings, we can use the import warnings, and within the warnings, just ignore the warnings. How you can write miss? By executing this one. So import warnings, warnings dot filter warnings, means what are the warnings are there? Just ignore them. Ignore them means it is going to ignore the warnings. It will not even show the warnings. Sir, but still it is showing no, sir. From now onwards, whatever you are executing, it will not show. Means one more time if you execute, see, automatically the warning will be removed. Okay, where we are going to write generally this one means in the starting. In the starting of the Jupyter notebook, where we are going to import the pandas, numpy, all these things, there itself we will write the warnings also. By writing the warnings in the entire Jupyter notebook, it will not show any kind of warnings. Errors are different, warnings are different. Okay, done. Next, coming to the last type of encoding. The last type of encoding is called as probability encoding. When we have to do the probability encoding means in the given categories, if one of the category has more number of records, other categories are having the less number of records. How you can check that one means first you are going to check the value counts. So here I'm going to take one example. Okay, again I'm going to consider the same kind of city name one more time. Now within the city, Hyderabad, Hyderabad, followed by again Hyderabad. I'm going to give the Hyderabad only. Observe clearly. Now I have given the Hyderabad only and Chennai. This is the one. Okay. Now here when I observe the value counts, within the city, I'm having the 5 Hyderabad and 1 Chennai. Means multiple records are one category only. Less number of records are other category you are having. Now when I divide with the length of DF, I'm going to get the percentage. So total how many Hyderabad's are there means 5 out of 6. How many Chennai's are there means 1 out of 6. So 5 out of 6 means 84% and 1 out of 6 means 16%. So approximately 84% and 64. So one category is having the very high amount of percentage when compared to others. Sir, what is meant by high percentage, sir? When one category is having more than 50% of the data, only one category only has more than 50%. Then when compared to other categories. Okay, sir, for example, now I'll ask a silly question. Gender, we are having the gender. In the gender, 3 males are there, 3 females are there. What is the number of males percentage means 3 by 6. And what is this one means 3 by 6, which is 0.5, 0.5. Both are same only now. So when you are having the both of them same, don't apply the probability encoding. When you are having the more number of categories is the one reason. Second, out of multiple categories, one category has to repeat more number of times. For example, let's take an example like this. In this case, okay, here in this class, okay, do you think that what are the generative AI is there? Is that only the college, degree students only can learn, or even intermediate students also can learn, or 10th class students also can learn, according to you? Learning, they'll not get the job. Learning point of view, I'm asking. Whether the 10th class student will get the IT job means no, that is not possible. For IT, minimum degree is compulsory. They can do their own projects, they can start their own company, they can do on their own, but they can't sit in the company. Inside the company, as per the laws, it is minimum degree is required. Now, in this class, 10th class student also can sit, 9th class student also can sit, intermediate student also can sit to learn the concepts. Okay, degree students also can sit. Now here in this class, assume, Okay, what are the education of the each student? Now, multiple students are going to say that I'm graduate, 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 graduate. One or two students will be with non-graduate. Out of 120 students, only two students are non-graduate. Remaining all of them are graduate. Now, in this case, what we have to do? When one category is having the more number of records when compared to other category, in that case only, we are going to have the probability encoding. Now, what is meant by probability encoding? Means just you are going to replace what are the cities are there. You have to replace the each city name along with their probability value. Or probability value or percentage value. In simple words, percentage value. It is percentage. What are the number you are having here? Na? I'm writing the HYD. HYD is equal to 0.833. And what is the second one we are having? Chennai. So Chennai, I'm going to give the 0.166. Like this, I'm just providing the, and now see, wherever the Hyderabad is there, Hyderabad will be given with 0.83. Chennai will be given with the 0.16. I'm going to create a new column. Whenever you are writing a new column, it is going to create a new column. For example, instead of writing like this, you have written like this, means it will replace that one. If you want to replace means write the same city name on the left side. You want the new column means write the new column name on the left side. Points are clear? Now, when we have to apply the probability encoding, guys? Now tell me in which case we have to apply the probability encoding? Case 1. What is in which case? Means first you require the more number of categories. Sir, earlier you told that graduate, non-graduate you told na. For that, for example, assume in this class, education, in this class total 120 students are there. 120. Out of 120 students, 180 students are graduate. Only 2 students are non-graduate. Now, should I apply the probability encoding or not? Yes or no, miss? Answer is no. Why? Because answer is when you are having the more number of categories, only probability encoding will come. Probability encoding will not come for the less number of categories. For less number of categories, here only 2 categories are there now. Blindly, we have to go with the dummy encoding only. We have to go with the dummy encoding or ordinal encoding. When you are having the less number of categories, in your mind, you should have the dummy or ordinal. When you are having the more number of categories, only label or probability will come. So, first, when we have to apply the probability encoding, miss, first one is when we are having the more number of categories. What is the second one, miss? When one category has more records when compared to other categories. When compared to other categories. So one category is having the more number of records when compared to other categories. In that case, only go with the probability encoding. Only in that case, go with the probability encoding. Okay, when you are having the more number of categories. Condition is more number of categories is compulsory. Less number of categories, don't go with the probability encoding. Now, sir, if you apply the same probability approach in gender classifications case, now in the less number of classes, when you are having the like gender, male, male, female, female, female. Now in this case, sir, instead of if I provide dummy encoding, if I do the other type of encoding, instead of doing that ordinal encoding, or I will do label encoding, or I will provide in terms of probability encoding, something I will provide differently, which is a wrong encoding. What happens? Means very simple, you will get the wrong answer. Which wrong answer you will get? Machine learning accuracy will be low. The accuracy of the machine learning will be low. Simple. If you provide the right data, machine also will predict with the properly. If you provide the wrong data, what happens? Machine will not provide correct answers. Correct answers has to be provided, means correct information we have to give to the machine. Is the point is clear? Now, finally, last point. When you are having, okay, everyone make a note of this. When this is important point, guys. when we have exactly two categories, when we have exactly two categories, exactly two only, not even more than that, exactly two categories in the column, in the categorical column. What are the categorical column you are having? In the categorical column, we are having exactly two categories, only two. Exactly two categories are there. In that case, what happens? When you are having exactly two categories in the given categorical column is, then whether if you apply, if you apply label encoding, if you apply label encoding, or if not, if you apply, you can apply, sorry, you can apply either label encoding or dummy encoding, dummy encoding, or even what is the third option you are having is ordinary label encoding or dummy encoding. Choice is yours. Out of these two, which are you are interested, you can apply either label encoding or dummy encoding. Both will give, both will give same output. Both will give the same output. There will be no difference. When you are having exactly two categories, no need to even apply the dummy encoding. Directly apply the label encoding. Then there will be no difference. Sir, with a small example, let us take one small example like gender. Male, 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 female, female. Okay. Now tell me guys, if I apply the dummy encoding, how many columns will be created? Two columns. One is female, one is male. Anyways, out of which one we have to drop now? Okay, now first record. What is the first record? 0, 1. Second record? 0, 1. Third record? 0, 1. Next one is 1, 0, 1, 0. Now, out of which one of them we have to drop? If I drop the first one, this is the output. What is the output I'm going to get, miss? Male. Wherever the male is there, 1. Female, will, automatically non-male will be 0. Non-males. That is female or something. This, other than this category, second category is 0. Okay. Now, for example, if I do the label encoding, if I do the label encoding, what is the output I'm going to get from the label encoding, miss? F has to be given 0, M has to be given with 1. So automatically 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. This is the output. So if you do the dummy encoding also, finally the output is same. If you do the label encoding also, finally the output is same. Dummy encoding with drop first is equal to true. Dummy encoding with drop first is equal to true. In that case only. Drop first is equal to true means first category has to be dropped. Okay, what are the first category when you are dropping? Dummy encoding, label encoding will give the same output. There will be no difference. Okay, second most important point within the encoding. Whenever, okay, second, one more point, make a note clearly, this one also more important. Whenever you receive, make a note guys, whenever you receive any raw data with encoded, sometimes you'll receive the raw data itself encoded. They will only do the encoding and they'll share us. Okay. So whenever you receive any raw data with encoded, then by default, what are the by default? It applied, by default, it applied label encoding. By default, it was applied with label encoding. Whenever you receive any raw data with encoded, like sometimes you will receive the gender 1 and zeros, graduate and non-graduate 1 and zeros, like a big and small 1 and zeros, something you'll receive. Now, what are the categories you are receiving 1 and 0, something like that? Then you have to remember yourself which is 0, which is 1, miss which category, like in the gender male and female, which one is 1, which one is 0, miss male is 1, female is 0. Okay. Now, whenever you are having, as one of the student Bharat is asking one good question, like customer ID. customer ID or customer name, name of the customer. Like this, when you are having the customer ID means it is not only 1 2 4. Sometimes it might be a B 1 2 2 something will be there. Miss with the alphabets also will be there. The customer ID includes the alphabets also sometimes. If the customer ID doesn't include the alphabets, means no need of encoding. It is pure numerical format now, so no need of encoding. Now, whenever you are having the customer ID with alphabets or something like this, when you observe here, all the unique values. How many unique values are there? Every row will have one unique value. One record will have one unique value. The customer name, every person, the customer name will be different. The customer ID will be different. So automatically you will have one row with one unique value. Then in that case, what I have told you, you have to drop the column. Do you remember in the data cleaning, I have told you how to drop the unimportant columns. What unimportant columns means a column which consists of all the unique values. So customer ID, name of the person, roll number, role ID. For all these things, when you observe the unique values, the number of unique values and the number of records will be same. Means for every one record, one value is there. For one record, one value will not have any use. Sir, why there will be no use? Miss, some pattern is there, miss. From that pattern, I can say something. Pattern only not there, miss. What we can identify from that? For example, if I say 1, 2, 3, what is the next number, miss? Some pattern is there. You will say the 4 next number. If I give 1, 4, 9 next number, miss 16, you are going to say because pattern is there. 1, 400, 250, 900, 1690. Now, what is the next number, miss? There is no pattern now. When there is no pattern, what is the use of doing the analysis? What is the use of predicting? Sir, if in the exam it was given, what I have to write, sir? What you will write, miss? Not only you, none of the person in the world will write. None of the person will write. Because there is no pattern. There is no use. If someone is asking this question for us, miss, there is use. What is the use, miss? Tomorrow, once we see some data, in that any pattern is available, we are going to observe. Point is clear, guys? Now, next, coming to the next concept name is called as scaling. Encoding is completed. 4 types of encoding: nominal, ordinal, next label, and followed by probability. 4 of them are completed. Probability encoding means nothing but percentage encoding. Both are same. Percentage encoding and probability encoding both are same. Now, sir, if we have 10,000 data and 50 users with ID and name ID and repeated. Now, in this case, what we are going to do is those columns like which are the IDs are there na? Generally ID columns, every ID column will be deleted from the data. Once we move on to the machine learning and in the machine, how for which type of columns it will apply the logic, once you understand, automatically you won't say this. Okay. So at least let us try to cover some machine learning algorithm, at least 1 or 2. 1 or 2 completed means you'll understand, okay, this algorithm works like this algorithm, okay. From that, you'll only understand. Okay. So which are the columns are having some kind of ID? That is row ID, column ID, customer ID. What are the ID? PAN card, Aadhaar card. Even, for example, out of 10,000 transactions, 50 customers are only repeating. These 50 customers Aadhaar card only will be there every time. Every time these customers only will be there. What they are going to do? For example, as everyone knows, let us take one like this. Let's take one famous temple or something. Example, I'm taking some kind of famous temple. In that temple, they want the darshan or something, miss. We have to produce the Aadhaar card. Compulsory. Assume. They have taken the data. Aadhaar card details they have taken. Every person, every devotee, whoever is going to go to that particular temple, they have to show the Aadhaar card. It is mandatory. Or as a temple or whatever it is. Okay. Now every person is providing the Aadhaar card per day. How many people will come for this temple? Miss 10,000 people are coming for this temple. 10,000 people are providing the Aadhaar card. Next day, again 10,000 people, again they are providing the Aadhaar card. Whoever comes to the temple, compulsory they have to show their Aadhaar card and then only they have to enter. Otherwise, no entry. Assume, let's take an example like this. They have to give the details of Aadhaar card. Now the temple is going to check which customer has missed, which devotee has came more number of times they are going to see, according to you. According to you, which devotee has came more number of times for this temple? For that devotee, how we can say that you are a great customer for us, temple, special customer for us? Are they going to do anything? For example, one person, every day he is going to the same temple by showing the Aadhaar. Every day, commonly. 365 days he went. Now his entries will be for 365. Now when they apply the value counts based on the Aadhaar card, one of the devotee has got with the Aadhaar card of 365 times. Means every day he is coming. Whether the temple will do anything for them? Anything special will be done according to you. So whoever are thinking that they will do something special, means those cases it is important. If no sir, they will ignore that one, means simply delete them. Simply delete. Sir, for example, I'm working in the temple, sir. For these people, though you come for daily 3 times, if you come also, there is no use, sir, miss. Delete. No, sir, these people asked me which person is coming every day, identify, and we have to identify those people and we have to take one photo and we have to keep in the temple, regular customer, something like this, miss. Then observe. Then keep that column. Otherwise, delete it. Point is simple. Now tell me, according to the business problem. Now in one case, I told you that it is important. In one case, I told you that it is not important. Now which way case I have to consider in the reality, miss? Both of them will be there. Now, for example, same logic let us apply. In Naresh IT only, if you have to purchase one course, you have to submit the Aadhaar card, your identity, your name, your Aadhaar number. Okay. Now, you have registered for one of the course. You have registered for second course. You have registered for third course. In Naresh IT, total 30 courses are there. Example, I also don't know. Example purpose. 30 courses are there. One student has registered for all the 30 courses. Okay. Before registering for the course, he'll ask for the discount. Okay. But finally, every course he has registered, 30 courses he has paid and 30 courses he has registered. At the end of 30 courses, now Naresh IT is going to identify which student has registered more number of courses, which student has done like this. We want that particular student, and with that student, we want to show to everyone that this particular student has registered for Naresh IT multiple courses, whether they are going to do the marketing with that, yes or no? No, na? Answer is very clear, na? Why, sir, they can do the marketing, miss? It is stupid logic, because if the student has got in one of the course placement, means why he will do the second course? If they show that this person has done 5 courses at Naresh IT, means it is a stupid logic. Miss, he has rejected in the 4 courses. 4 courses, no job. Indirectly, they are saying. Point is clear? Sir, for example, 2 courses, sir. Earlier they have registered for the Python. Now they are registering for the Gen AI. Related course. Okay, accepted. Sir, earlier they have registered for the Java, sir. Now they are registering for the Gen AI. Unrelevant course. Means he has not got the job in the Java. That is the reason he is sitting here. Relevant course means upgrading. Unrelevant course means irrelevant. So your previous experience is relevant to present whatever the work we are doing. Your previous experience is relevant means your salary will, your previous experience salary will be considered or not considered. Your previous experience is nowhere related to Gen AI. Now your previous experience will be considered or not. Previous experience will not considered means previous salary, why they'll consider. So it's all case to case. One person has done the having the 5 years of SQL developer, and in the Gen AI he has got the 200% hike, because there is having some requirement with the SQL also. One person has done the testing and he has shifted to Gen AI, and he has got with 100% hike. Sir, how it is both are related means in their company for their project, maybe technical testing team also one person might be required. So this person knows both the knowledge now. So he will be used for more purpose now. So now in this case, his previous experience will be considered or not? Every case to case. It's all depends on the case to case. Point is clear? Now, in my company only, let's take in my company, I require the Gen AI developer. Along with the Gen AI developer, I require the digital marketing person also. Two positions I required. For the both the positions, I have to pay 6 lakhs, 6 lakhs. Okay, 12 lakh salary I have to pay per annum. Now, one person earlier he has done the digital marketing course. After completing, he has worked as a digital marketing executive for 2 years. Now, later he has done the Gen AI. That person has came for the interview. Now, whether I will select him for 8 lakhs package or not, yes or no? Yes or no? Answer is simple. Sir, how digital marketing is relevant to Gen AI is? Digital marketing is not relevant to Gen AI, but my requirement is relevant to digital marketing. Point is clear? So in the industry, everything will be based on the scenarios. Similarly, here also, every business problem to business problem. Don't fix the business problems. Understand the logics according to the logic of the business problem and the data, then you have to decide. Point is clear? Everyone understood? Clearly? Done. Now, like a pin code, zip code or pin code, whatever you are having, just you are going to ignore them. Okay, that column will be deleted automatically. Again, I'm saying you are asking single column wise. I'm saying with business problem wise. If you have observed, one person asked me the question, sir, row ID, customer name is there, means what to do? Did I explain directly or did I told with an example of temple example? Aadhaar card is important or not important? Miss, directly if you ask me this question, what I have to tell you? Business problem, it is how it is relevant. Everyone is clear? Again and again, I'm saying, guys, data pre-processing is purely decided on the business problem. Business problem along with the column. It's a combination of both of them. It is not purely one-sided. Right? Now, coming to the next concept name is called as scaling. The next concept, whatever we are going to discuss, is called as scaling. Now, in the scaling, we are having the numbers like some numbers. Now, first, when we have to do the scaling, and what is the advantage of scaling? Means when we have some columns with big numbers, means high magnitude. Technical word is high magnitude. High magnitude means big numbers. Now, tell me, guys, how many of you know about the car price? Used car price, not new car price. New car price will be decided by the company. Used car price is decided by the company? No, it depends on the car to car. One car, now tell me, according to you, 2024 model, 2025 new car, 2025 new car, the cost is 15 lakhs. Now 2024 same car, what are the car is the same car? What would be the cost of this one? Same car, same model, everything is same. Not even minute, same color, same thing. Everything is same. What is the cost, miss? Huh? One student is saying 13. One student is saying 12. Still? Same car. As it is. Not even minute difference. Same car. Okay. Now you are saying this one. But the car was met with an accident and completely damaged. Whether you'll pay the same amount? I told model only same. Company name, model is same. Okay. Non-accident, good condition only. But it has driven almost 1 lakh only. In 1 year, that person has completely used that one, rough and tough. From morning to evening, he's in the car only. And in one year, he has used the 1 lakh kilometers. Don't ask how. He has used 1 lakh kilometers. He has driven already. Are you going to pay the same amount for 1,000 kilometers also? Now tell me, age of 1 year and kilometers driven is, or age of 10 years, kilometers driven is only 5,000 kilometers. In the entire 10 years, only 5,000. In 1 year, 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Okay. Now, out of these two, which one? This person has purchased And after purchasing, he has got the US opportunity. He went away. He left the car here only. After 10 years, he is ready to sell that car. In between, maintenance was done, insurance paid, everything was done, properly maintained, but 10 years old. Now, age is only 1 year, but driven is 1 lakh kilometers. Now, which one you are going to give the priority? Years or kilometers? So here, if you observe, these numbers will be big numbers when compared to this column. So one of the numerical column is small values. One of the numerical column is big values are there, miss. Then you have to do the scaling to bring both of them in the same level. Point is clear? Understood? The person who is having the CGPA of 8, one person is CGPA 8, one person has given the percentage is 80%. 8.2, one person has given 82. Now 82 is a big number or 8.2 is a big number? Number wise, 82 is big number, but logic wise, both are same. 8.2 CGPA out of 10, 82 out of 100. Both are same. But number wise, how it will be appearing? Big number. Is the point is clear? Both of them are same basically, but number wise, big number. Now this, when we are having a certain data set, there will be some data sets where you will have the, in that numerical columns will be available. This is assume numerical column. Some numbers are there. Inside this, some numbers. There is one more numerical column, numbers are there. There is one more numerical column, numbers are there. Like this, you are having the multiple numerical columns. Of course, categorical columns also is there. Particularly numerical columns, in that one of the numerical column is having big number, one numerical column is having the small number. Means if one digit difference, for example, here 1, 2, 3, like this is there, here 10, 20 is there, means not a problem. But here you are having the single digit, other side you are having the 3 to 4 digit numbers. Now in this case, what happens means the machine will think that this column is more important and it will give the more weightage to that. Why, sir, miss? The max will be done in that way. Point is clear, everyone? So whenever you are having the big numbers when compared to small numbers, then in that case, you have to do the scaling. Every case you have to do a now tell me, I will show you with a small example. Now you have to tell me in this case, whether you will do the scaling or not. Now here the values are there like this. Now in this case, are you going to the scaling or not? Yes or no? What are the values you are having here? You can see that some numerical values are available. When you are having the numerical values like this, are you going to do the scaling or not? Yes or no? This is the case. Yes or no? Means because you are having here 2 digits, 2 digits, 2 digits, but one of the column is 4-digit number. So automatically we have to do the scaling. Sir, what is meant by scaling? Reduce the magnitude. The number will be as it is, but we are going to reduce the magnitude. Not only on the pressure, when you are doing the scaling, miss, it has to be done on the overall data. Never the scaling should be done on the single column. Scaling has to be done on the overall data. This one automatically it has to be done. According to that, it will change. This will change. This will change. Sir, when you are doing this one, instead of this, for example, let us take like this, sir. Pressure divided by 100. Just let us do the every number divided by 100. Then only one single column is sufficient. But when we are doing this kind of scaling, what are the scaling I'm going to discuss? Here two types of scaling techniques are there. One is called as standard scaling and the second one is called as min-max scaling. Two types of scaling techniques are there. So when you are doing these kind of scaling techniques, every column has to be automatically involved. How many numerical columns are there? Everything has to be involved. Ignore the discrete variables. Sir, how I can ignore the discrete variables? First, you are going to observe in the given data, first you have to observe the columns. In the data exploration, already I told you. You have to observe the columns. In these columns, I asked already to observe the each data type. Earlier you have written the steps. Open that one notes, whatever you have written the steps in the ML project. In that data exploration and data understanding, you have written this one. You have to understand each and every column. Now, at the same time, I told you that separate all the continuous variables into a list of continuous variables. Similarly, for categorical variables, you are going to separate. For categorical variables, what we have to do? Encoding. For continuous variables, what we have to do? Scaling. Scaling should be applied only on continuous variables. For categorical variables, only encoding. That should not be applied here. This should not be applied there. Point is clear, guys? Everyone. So now, what are the continuous variables and discrete variables we are having? That too, in the continuous variables, if some of the values are high, big numbers, and some of them are small numbers are there, in that case only scaling brings all the columns to the same level. Now, automatically the machine will think that everything are in the same importance of the columns. Otherwise, machine will give by default with the whichever the column is having the big number. Now, in front of me, assume, okay, in front of me, some people are sitting. In that, some students are there. Some students are more experienced than me. Their age is more than me. And their equal experience or more experienced. Now, some students are freshers are there. Now, these experienced people are going to call me, hey, SRK or Shiva or something. Directly, they'll call with the names because experienced people in the companies will never use the sir or something. Obviously, we'll use the names only. They will call with their first name. Okay, now some people are going to call me with the first name. Some students are going to call me who are freshers. They'll have the habit of sirs. This one only, na? So they'll continue with the same thing and they'll call me sir. Okay, both of them are okay, fine. Now, point is what? Here in front of me, if all the students, different age group students are there, should I consider the person who is having the higher experience? Should I give for him more weightage? And for freshers, array, you don't know anything. You ask me what are the questions you are having. Should I give like that? Or should I consider each and every student in the same level? Point is very simple. What happens if I consider the experienced people with the high? For example, the person is having more experience than me. I have given the more weightage for him. Once he has entered into the classroom, we are all same. Students only. That respect or that things, whatever I want to give, it has to be done outside, after the class. Inside the class, what I have to do? He is my student, I'm his trainer. That's it. There is no second option in the class. If we both are working in the same company, he is one of my colleague, one of my friend. In the class, student, teacher. Outside, we both are might be friends. I may give more respect for him. Something extra. Anything can be there. That is separate. So in the office, it is one type. If he comes to my house, then as a friend only he will come now. Obviously. Right? In the house, it is different. That too, private party. Official party means again it is a different. We'll even call the CEO also. But if it is something different party, then automatically we'll call some kind of friends only. Na? Party to party is different. Class to this one is different. Office is different. See, multiple cases are there. Understanding. Please don't bring everything into the same case again. Again, sir, even scaling also belongs to the same logic of business problem is entire data pre-processing. Data pre-processing means both data cleaning and data wrangling. I mean, data transformation. Another name of data transformation. The another name is there for data transformation. The another name of data transformation is nothing but also called as data wrangling. Data wrangling. This is one more technical word. Data wrangling or data transformations. Converting the data. Right? Now, so in the scaling, within the scaling, as I've told you, first I'm going to explain the min-max scalar. What is the min-max scalar means? All the values will be scaled between 0 to 1. It cannot cross more than 1. It cannot be less than 0. All the values you are going to bring. For example, if I take here, instead of this number, if I take the number like 200, 200, 300, 400, and 500. What are the numbers you are having? Every number will be brought between 0 to 1 only. What are the data? So what is the formula behind the min-max scalar? Miss, right everyone? X minus X min divided by X max minus X min. Okay? X minus X min divided by X max minus X min. Done? So here, what are the X minus X min divided by X max minus X min? What is meant by X means your value. Your value is called as X. What are the value? This value means this one means this, what are this? In the entire data, in this column, what are the minimum value is there now? That minimum value is X min. For the given column, what are the minimum value is there? It is called as X min. For this particular column, what is the minimum value, guys? Sir, you have written in the sequential order, but real data. Okay, let us change the order. Let us keep here 2 and let me keep here 1, here 500 and here 400. Done? Now, in the given data, what is the minimum value? It is not starting number. It might be any position. What is the minimum number? 100. So this number is lock. In the given data, what is the maximum number? X max means maximum number. What is the maximum number? 500. Again, what is the minimum number? Means 100. Now here, every time you substitute this number here and that will be converted. Now when I substitute 200, what happens? 200 minus 100 divided by 500 minus 100. That is nothing but 100 divided by 400, which is 1 by 4, 0.25. Okay, what is the next number? Now this number was changed to 300. Now 300 minus 100 divided by 500 minus 100. That is 300 minus 100 is 200. 200 by 400 means 2 by 4. 2 by 4 means 0.5. Now what is the next number? 100. Now substitute here 100. 100 minus 100 divided by 500 minus 100, which is nothing but equal to 0 by 400. 0 by 400 means equal to 0. So this is 0.25, this is 0.5, this is 0. Now, next number. What is the next number, guys? Next number is 500. So 500 minus 100, which is 400. 400 by 400 is equal to 1. Next number is 400. So 400 minus 100 is equal to 300. 300 by 400, that is 3 by 4, which is 0.75. So this number will be converted to 0.25. This number will be converted to 0.5, 0, 1 and 0.75. So here values will be converted in this way. Everyone make a note of this with an example. It is fixed. Which is fixed? Minimum value is fixed. In the given data, what are the minimum values there? That is fixed. What are the maximum values there? What are the minimum values there? That we cannot change. What will be changed means every time X value will change. Here, what are the value? According to that new value, it will be generated. Not even comparison it is. Yes. Comparison means when you are doing with the greater than, less than, some logic of that, then only it is called as comparison operators. If you apply only, it is called as comparison. Yes. Yes. Everyone is clear? Now, see here, when I'm doing the min-max scalar, what are the min-max scalar is there? I'm just applying the min-max scalar. Yes. The min-max scalar. Okay. And fit. What is meant by fit means calculate. What it will calculate? minimum value, maximum value, it will calculate. Fit means calculate. Transform means it is substituting every value. One value will be substituted, every value will be converted like this. See, now 200 was converted as 0.25, 300 was converted as 0.5, 100 was converted as 0, 500 as 1, this one. Sir, for example, assume in my data set minus 300 is there. Now in this case, what happens? Now you tell me, what is the minimum value? What is the minimum value, miss? Minus 300 is the minimum value. What is the maximum value? 500. Minimum value is minus 300. Means some value plus 300 divided by 500 plus 300. Means it will 200 plus 500 divided by 800. Like that it will calculate. What are the minimum values there? It will take the minimum value. So wherever the minimum value is there, that minimum value will be converted as 0. Automatically this will be converted as 0. Sir, why it will be converted as 0 means? Because automatically minimum value minus minimum value, what happens? 0 only, na? In the numerator, wherever the minimum value is there, automatically minimum minus minimum is 0 only. That number minus that number is automatically 0 only. So the minimum value will be converted to 0. Wherever the maximum number is there, the maximum number will be converted as 1. Because maximum minus minimum divided by max minus minimum. Max minus minimum divided by max minus minimum is automatically 1. So wherever the maximum value is there, in the entire data, wherever it is located, the maximum value will be converted as 1. Wherever the minimum value is there, it will be converted as 0. For example, for this example only, I'm applying the min-max scalar. See, minus 300 was converted as 0, 5 was converted as 1. Remaining values will be between 0 to 1 only. Point is clear? So every value you are going to get between 0 to 1. Never it is going to cross more than 1. Everyone, yes or no? So this min-max scalar, what are the min-max scaling is there? This min-max scaling is also called as normalization. This is also another name of min-max scalar is normalization. That is another name. Standard scalar is called as standardization. Normalization, standardization. Right? Standard scaling means nothing but it is called as standardization. Okay. Now this min-max scalar is also called as normalization. Now what is meant by standard scalar? Standard scalar means nothing but x minus mean value. What are the given data? Mean value will be there now. For the given data, some mean value will be there. Divide by standard deviation. As per statistics, standard deviation. What are the standard deviation you are having? Now, what is meant by standard deviation? Standard deviation means which is nothing but, okay, which is given by sigma square root of sigma of x minus mean value. What are the mean value is there? Mean value whole square divided by n. That is the formula for the standard deviation. Now, everyone, just give me 2 minutes of time. Here I will explain the things. Then you can write the notes. I'm just taking the small example for easy understanding. First, for the given data, I will calculate the mean value. The mean value was given by the symbol mu. That is a symbol for mean, which is nothing but sum of the values divided by total number of values. What is the sum of the values means? Sum of the values are 15. Total number of values are 5. So the mean is 3. Up to here, everyone is okay? Already I have explained the mean, minimum, maximum, all these things. Now, apart from the mean, now x minus mu. I'm going to calculate the x minus mu. What is meant by x minus mu means every value minus its mean value. Do you remember NumPy array? 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 3. What is the answer? So every value minus 3. That is 1 minus 3 minus 2, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 3 minus 3, 4, 0, 4 minus 3, 1, 5 minus 3. So this is also 1D only, na? 1D minus single number. When I'm doing the separation of one number, I'm going to get the output like this. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 4 minus 3. 4 is this number minus mean value is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. Okay, 1. And this value is 2. This is x minus mu. Now I'm going to calculate the x minus mu whole square. What is meant by whole square means? Minus 2, 4 square, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. Now what is the standard deviation formula is sum of this column. What is the column name, guys? X minus mu whole square. This column sum divided by n square root. This is called as standard deviation. Now what is the sum of this column? 10. Sir, can I cancel this one, this one? No. That is not this is not square. This is the column name. That is the column name. What is the column name? X minus mu whole square. That is the column name. So here in this column, what are you are having now? That is nothing but square root of. What is the total of this column? 10. 10 divided by 5, which is nothing but square root of 2. Is the point is clear? Standard deviation, everyone. So could you please calculate? Everyone please do this. Write in the notes how to calculate the standard deviation. If you are already familiar, miss, okay. If you are not familiar, miss, please write the step-by-step process how to calculate the standard deviation. Sir, is there any function is available in the Python, miss? Yes, we are having the function. What is the function means? df of x dot mean will give the minimum mean value. What is the mean value here? 3.0. That is 3. Mean. Similarly, if you want to calculate the standard deviation, here we are going to write the df of x dot std. Std means standard deviation. std. Within the std, we have to write ddOF is equal to 0. And you are going to get the same output, that is square root of 2, which is 1.414. Square root of 2 is nothing but this. So this is function within the Python. This is the manual calculation. Done? Everyone? Everyone is clear? How to calculate the standard deviation and how to calculate the mean? Now, let us apply the standard scalar. What is the standard scalar? I told you. What is the formula for standard scalar? Means x minus mu divided by sigma. Now, what is the mu value here? 3. It is log. What is the standard deviation value? Square root of 2. That is also log. Now, every time what will be changing means these values. First, 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 divided by square root of 2. That is nothing but minus 2 divided by square root of 2, which is minus square root of 2 minus 1.414. Right? Second number. What is the second number? 2 minus 3 divided by square root of 2. 2 minus 3 is what? 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 by square root of 2, which is minus 0.707. Exactly half of the above number. Next, 3 minus 3 divided by square root of 2, which is 0 by square root of 2, which is 0. Next is 4 minus 3 square root of 2, that is 1 by 2, 1 by square root. Automatically this number, earlier it is minus 1, now it is plus 1. So plus 0.707. What is the last number? 5. So 5 minus 3 divided by square root of 2, that is 2 by square root of 2, which is square root of 2, which is 1.414. So first value is converted as minus 1.414. Second number was converted as minus 0.707. Third number was converted as 0. Like this. One by one, it was converted. Now let us cross check. When we apply the standard scalar, what is the output? This is the code. Python code is this one, manually this one. I am explaining manual at the same time Python. Now question is, sir, why you are showing us manual? Means what is the max behind that? Why you are explaining all these things? Means when you are having some kind of certification exams, when you are going with the certification or something, in that case, there will be only paper and pen. Python code will not be there. Now in that case, what you are going to do? If any person gives the 10 numbers and if they ask you, calculate the outliers in the given data set, you will say that give me the Python, I will write the condition. Are you going to say this one? No. We have to calculate manually. Given 10 data points and what is the median value, miss? And take this one into the data frame, df of x dot median. We can't say like this, right? So when they have given the 10 values, center 2 values will be there. In the 2 values, again center, average of the center 2 values. So we should know manual at the same time, this practical. Now fit means what will be calculated? Guys, fit is different, transform is different. Fit means this one. Whatever I have written, this one is fit. Whatever I have written here, it is transform. This is transform. Fit means calculating the average value, calculating the standard deviation value is called as fit. Calculate. Transform is convert. Point is clear? This is the code. That is, I'm importing the standard scalar and that standard scalar I'm going to store in the SC. SC dot fit underscore transform. SC means standard scalar. So it has to apply the standard scalar formula. Min-max scalar dot fit and transform means it has to apply the min-max scalar formula. What are the formula I'm asking to fit? That formula it has to do. That particular one. Everyone is clear? Now coming to the standard scalar range is between minus infinity to plus infinity. Any number you can get. When you are applying the standard scalar, the numbers can be positive, the numbers can be negative, and the numbers range will be minus infinity to infinity. Now the next question is, that is a range. For min-max scalar, it is 0 to 1. For standard scalar, it is minus infinity to plus infinity. Now the question is, which one has to be applied when? Min-max scalar or standard scalar? Which one, miss? Now, if the algorithm was designed with the min-max scalar, now you have to do the min-max scalar. If the algorithm was designed by assuming the data 0 to 1. For example, guys, you want to design one bike. Your bike only. You only want to design. You want to start from the scratch. Now in that bike, how many people has to sit? What is the weight? If 2 people are sitting, 2 or 3, according to you, whatever is in your mind, how many people are going to sit and what is the weight? What is the average weight? Not exact weight, average weight. So when you are designing some bike, we have to assume something. And from that only we have to start doing the every calculation. So this bike was designed for two people. On an average of the two people weight is around 150 to 160, up to 150 to 160. And according to that weight only, according to the given that, the mileage will be decided. For example, instead of two people, three people sitting on the bike. Okay, now instead of 160 on the bike, 250 kgs is there on the bike. Overall three members weight is 250. Let's take an example. Now the bike will move or not move, miss? Bike will move. But what happens with the accuracy? That is mileage or engine efficiency. What happens? Reduces. Bike will move, miss, move. Bike will not have problem. Even if you six members also, it will move. If you accelerate in that such a way and if you are forcefully moving that one, miss, it will move. Literally in the back end, it will die. Which one will die? Engine. Engine will die. Now certain people, they will have the bike even for 10 years or 15 years. Certain people for 2 years only, they'll get the bore. The engine will get to the bore. Miss, they have to take to the mechanic. And they'll say that this bike is worst one. This is not having this one, that one, they'll say. Actual point is, they don't know how to maintain the bike. Means, before to that, if they will assume that every bike is same. What are the bike you are using for Pulsar and the same bike you are going to apply for the BMW, miss, how it will be same? The maintenance of that one is different. This one is different. Not cost wise. First, we should know this bike was designed for how many people? This bike was designed for city purpose or for the highway purpose. This bike was designed for the, what is the average speed of this bike? Generally, for what purpose they have designed? First, we should know that one. Sir, how we can know, miss? Manual. No, sir, I will not read the manual. Give me the bike, I will ride. First gear, they will, at what point of time they have to change to the second gear, miss? General. In general, how they'll shift? They'll shift for every bike also same way. In general, what they will do for the general bike, na, that will be giving one efficiency. This bike also will have the low efficiency. Every bike is not same. Now the same way here also, every algorithm is not same. One algorithm, the machine learning algorithm was designed, miss, that machine learning algorithm will be designed by assuming some data. Every algorithm has to assume some data and based on that it has to be designed. So some of the algorithms are designed by assuming the data between 0 to 1. For that algorithms, what we have to apply? Min-max scaling. Because we have to provide our entire data between 0 to 1 only. Sir, instead of providing between 0 to 1, if I give 100, 200, what happens? Accuracy drops. Nothing will happen. Max will be applied for any number. Whatever the worst number you give, I'll apply the max. Right number if you give, miss, right number you will get the output. Wrong number if you give, miss, wrong number is the output. Points are clear? Now, here, if the algorithm was designed by assuming the data between 0 to 1, miss, for that particular data, we have to apply min-max scaling. If the algorithms are designed between minus infinity to infinity, miss, for that algorithms, you have to apply the standard scaling. Most of the 90% of the algorithms are minus infinity to plus infinity only. 90% of the algorithms. One or two algorithms are there between 0 to 1. Sir, how we can know? That is the reason for every algorithm, some theory will be there. Na? While learning, we have to understand the theory behind that. Earlier, I told you the bike example, na? Same logic, guys. Okay. If you want the product with the maximum efficiency means, okay, whenever you want the product with the maximum efficiency, don't forget, okay, to read the user manual of that particular product. In the future, remember this one. Tomorrow you may use new products. Tomorrow you may purchase some kind of advanced cars. Okay, anything you may purchase in the future. If you know about that futures and if you read the user manual perfectly, you can use that particular product maximum efficiency. Without reading the user manual or anything, just I already know earlier I have worked with another car, that car, this car is same, that product, this product is same. And if you try of your own choice, miss, efficiency of the product only will reduce. Okay, please apply this one in the real life also. Tomorrow when you are joining in the company also, don't forget to apply because tomorrow there also you have to work with the new projects. For every project, user manual will be there. Means initial data will be provided something for you. That data read, after that only proceed with the projects. Never directly enter into the projects directly. Never enter into the any product also. Tomorrow if anyone gives you one product and this is the new product, miss, is the point is clear? Okay. Now one person without knowing the user manual or anything, directly he has chosen the car. He is riding the car. And while moving the car, he knows that, okay, this is called as brake. Okay, brake means what? If you click, it will stop. Okay, he is trying there. Before to that, he is not learning. In the car, he is trying. What happens? Without learning before, what is what, directly he has used the product. Started the car and he has already started and he has given the acceleration also. Without knowing was it brake. Car is going. Suddenly he came to know that this is the brake. Okay, this is brake. And he has clicked on that. What happens? Learning before or applying before? You have to understand. Every case, guys, remember, sir, you are saying the examples like that. There might be some other example. Take what are the example you want. In the entire world, take what are the example you want. Before to that, if you spend certain time of learning and then if you apply, everything will be perfect. Just think of in your brain what are the example you get. Try to that. Is the points are clear, everyone? Done. Now this is scaling. Now here, what are the concepts we have learned? All these concepts we are going to apply on the one data set. For example, let's take one data set like this. In this data set, we are having the different columns. We are having the some order ID column, date column, and we are having the categorical columns. Like this, we are having at the same time numbers are also available. Some numbers are also available. In that numbers, this is the discount amount. What is the discount amount? Means 0.45. 0.45% means 45%. Sir, how 0.45 is equal to 45%, sir? 0.45 is the number of percentage is there aside. It is number. 45 percentage. What is meant by percentage? Means 45 percentage meaning is 1 by 100. The meaning of percentage is into 1 by 100. That is the meaning of this. So automatically it is equal to 0.45. So 0.45 is the number wise. 45 is the percentage wise. If you remove this percentage, then this is also equal to 45 number only. If you don't keep the percentage symbol, only 45 if you keep, it will be considered as number. 100% we have to keep the percentage. So here, what are we are having? 45 percentage discount, 20 percentage discount. Like this, we are having the numbers. Now these numbers are in the small case, whereas these numbers is in the higher values. Now in this case, should I apply scaling or not? Yes or no? Yes, scaling is compulsory. Which type of scaling? What algorithm you are using? Scaling is okay. What algorithm you are using? For this algorithms, this type of scaling. For another algorithms, another type of scaling. Is the points are clear? Understood, guys? So please go through the data cleaning and data transformations. This is completely data pre-processing was completed. Stage 3 was completed. Now we are going to enter into the stage 4. Up to stage 3, whether you apply the data analytics, whether you apply data science, whether you apply the DL, that is deep learning, whether you apply ML. For 4 of them, means whether you are doing the data analytics. If you want to do some kind of data analytics, if you want to do the some kind of ML, or if you want to apply DL, DL means deep learning, which is part of AI, means ML and AI. All these 3 of them can be applied on the structured data. 3 of them can be applied. That one can be applied. This also can be applied. So when you are trying to apply 3 of them on the structured data for all these projects, whether it is AI project or ML project or data analytics project, first 3 stages are same. No difference in the 3 stages. For data analytics project, no need of data transformation. Apart from the data transformation, remaining everything is same. Now, what is the difference? Means if you are applying the, okay, if you are applying, okay, if you are applying the descriptive analytics, what are the descriptive analytics? What is meant by descriptive means analyzing the past, what was happened. Descriptive analytics means what happened. You are analyzing what happened. Earlier I told you na, how many number of times this customer has came to the same. I mean, to that shop or what or the store or anything. Okay, how many times? Analysis, just you are observing. Which product has got more sold? Which area customers are more? In which area customers are less? From the given data, for example, earlier I have shown you one store data set. Na? In the store data set, we are having the different states. In which state you are having the more number of transactions? Transactions means rows. Which areas you are having the less number of transactions? Like that, we are doing the something called as what happened earlier. What happened earlier. If you are doing this one on the structured data, descriptive analytics on structured data, guys, on structured data, it is called as data analytics. That is only data analytics. For data analytics, what are the steps involved? Business problem understanding, no difference. Data exploration, no difference. Data understanding, no difference. Next, coming to the data pre-processing up to data cleaning, no difference. Nominal variable, categorical variable, count variable, everything is same. Not even minute difference. Up to here, whatever we have discussed now, there is not even minute difference. After this, 3 steps are completed. In ML projects, 3 steps are completed. What is the 4th step? Miss, 4th step, they will do the analysis. They will do the analysis on the 4th step. We will apply the ML in our 4th step. Only difference is in the 4th step. Okay. So data analyst will do the 4th step with data analysis. Now, if you are doing the predictive analytics, if you are applying the predictive analytics on structured data, if you are doing the predictive analytics on structured data, that is what will happen, estimate, what would be the estimated value, estimate. So if you are doing this one, then you are going to apply the ML or AI. Predictive analytics on structured data, ML or AI. For ML or AI, whatever I have told you now, same thing. No difference. Is the points are clear? So first 3 steps where it will be remains constant. Yes. Okay. Now, can you please show just data transformation? Okay. Can you overview today's content? Niranjan, today whatever we have discussed is 2 types of encoding techniques, 2 types of scaling techniques. What are the 2 types of encoding? Label and probability. What are the 2 types of scaling? Miss? Scale, standard scaling and minima scaler. Total 4 concepts we have covered in the today's class. Total 4. Right? Everyone please go through that. So analyzing the past data is called as data analytics. Estimating the futuristic value is called as predictive analytics. Estimating the future value. Estimate. What will happen means literally you are estimating, which is also called as estimate. We are estimating with certain accuracy. We are not going to predict with exact answer. What would be the today's temperature in Hyderabad at 9 p.m.? Means we will estimate some number. It is exact number, 100% accuracy. No. With maximum accuracy, we'll estimate. What are the maximum accuracies possible? We'll estimate. So we are going to estimate with the maximum accuracies only, guys. We'll never estimate with the 100% accuracy. Sir, in the given data, 100% accuracy is possible or not? Means if it is a perfect data, 100% accuracy is possible. Perfect. What is meant by perfect data means not even minute. By seeing with eyes only, we have to understand the answer. That type of data will have the 100% accuracy. Is the points are clear? Done. Uh, yes. Sir, how many years can handle, sir, based on this course? Please explain theoretically data cleaning like what we have discussed. Yes, you can handle even, for example, in the companies, whatever I'm explaining in this course, you're by end of this course, really in the industry who are having the 2 to 3 years of experience. A person having 2 to 3 years of experience, what are the amount of work he is going to do, you will also do in the same level. Point is clear? The person who is really having the 2 years of experience in the company and doing the some work now, your way of your work is also going to be the same level. 2 to 3 years. Sir, why it is 2 to 3 years? Even we can't consider 5 years or 10 years, miss. Then it is called as senior level. When you are in this, what is the difference between the junior to senior, miss? Senior level, the amount of data increases. Only difference is that huge quantity of data you are going to get instead of small quantity, huge quantity. For example, let us take an example like this. There is a teacher. One teacher is there. First time he is coming to the teaching field. In the class, directly 10,000 people are there. What happens? First thing is he will not even step in also inside that. Inside the room also they'll not step in. By seeing that number of students only they'll go away. Okay. When if 10 students or 5 students are there, then they'll sit relaxed and they'll ask introduction. Hey, what is your name? What is your name? They'll start slowly friendly. First day, second day, slowly they'll interact. Something. First day itself, directly 400, 5 members, 500 students are there. That in the last bench, some students are doing continuously discussion and they are not providing us to continue the class properly. And they're irritating the teacher. What happens? Fresher. Teacher is fresher. They only don't know what to do. If the same thing comes to the experienced person, means what happens? Directly by seeing their face at very seriously for 2 minutes or so, it will be controlled. That is the difference. Experienced teachers and freshers. Same way, in the company also huge data, freshers cannot tackle. And at the same time, company also will cannot trust because these people can do or not, how we can know? So first they will start with the small level. Is the points are clear, everyone? Done, guys. So from here, we'll continue in the tomorrow's class, and I want everyone to practice till whatever we have discussed till now. Abhishek, Matplotlib or Seaborn or something which are related to plots that is not related to us. That is not related to us. Nowhere we are going to use that. Yes, I'm going to share you this data transformation notes in your drive. Just give me a minute. Right now, I'm going to share it to you. And everyone, please practice. And tomorrow we'll start the ML. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, it will be continued. Done. Vamsi, in theoretically cleaning the data, what is theoretically cleaning the data means? Just what are the wrong data was given, you are going to process the data cleanly so that the machine has to understand the given data very clearly. Any types? No, there is no types. Just I'm adding the data transformation notes, guys. Whatever I have added, just go through the practice. I'm sharing the notes. Done. Just I have uploaded the notes. Could you please check? Yeah, IQR we have discussed now. Vamsi, IQR will be used for the outliers. For calculating the outliers, we have used the IQR only, right? Theory, as I've told you, you have to write in the notes. Done.